Hello dear students, hope all of you are doing well. We shall discuss a new chapter today, that is direct and indirect speech. Before we proceed to the detailed rules, let us first know what is a direct speech and what is an indirect speech. As you can see, the definition and the examples of direct speech and indirect speech has been given in the screen. Direct speech is when we use the exact words of the person who spoke or wrote something. It's called direct speech. And when we use the same words in our own language, or we use our own words without affecting the meaning, it's called indirect speech. As you can see in the screen, there is a sentence, she said to me, within double inverted comma, I am hungry. I hope you have already guessed it, that it is an example of a direct speech. Now, let us know the different parts of a direct speech. See the underlined part, she said to me. This part is called reporting speech, and the part which is within double inverted comma, which has been circled, I am hungry, is called the reported speech. And another important thing is that if we see the reporting speech, she said to me, there is one verb there. The verb is said. This verb is called reporting verb. As you can see in the screen, a table is given. This table will help you to convert one sentence given in direct speech to indirect speech. Generally when we have to convert one sentence from direct speech to indirect speech, we have to change the tense as well, and that is where you need this table. Don't worry, I'll send you this table in PDF format as well. Immediately after the video, you will be able to write it down from there. So you have to memorize this table. There is no alternative. And one more thing that you have to remember, this table is applicable only when the reporting verb is in simple past tense. I have already told you what is a reporting verb. So when the reporting verb is in simple past tense, then this table will apply, means the tenses will change. And if it is in any other tense other than simple past tense, then this table will not apply. That means there will be no change in tense. Now you can see another table in the screen now. This table will help you how the time, place and position changes from direct speech to indirect speech. Now, in fact, this table is there in your book as well. You can write it down from there and you have to memorize it. There is no alternative. While converting a sentence in direct speech to indirect speech, we have to keep another point in our mind, that is, along with the tense, we have to change the pronoun as well. See, generally if in the direct speech a pronoun is there, I, it generally gets changed to he or she. Similarly, we becomes they, etc. Generally, when we are given a sentence in direct speech to indirect speech, the rules depends on the type of sentence it is. Like, first we'll discuss assertive sentence. So first thing that you have to remember always is that if in the direct speech said to is there in an assertive sentence, it gets converted to told, and if it is said, it remains as said. Let us now work out some examples of how to convert direct speech to indirect speech by applying the rules that we have discussed so far. We will start with assertive sentence. See, when you are given one sentence to convert from direct speech to indirect speech, the first thing that you need to notice is that you have to see the reported speech. Here in this case, it is I play chess. Why? To identify the sentence. But we already know that we will discuss assertive sentence first, so this step is not required here. So the next thing that you have to see is that whether the reporting verb, here in this case it is said, reporting verb is in simple past tense or not. Why do we need to do that? Because we have to decide whether that table where the list of how the tense changes will apply here or not. So since it is in simple past tense, the rule will apply. Now the next thing that you have to do is that said to is there. So said to in indirect speech, it will be converted to told. So the girl told me. Now to join the reporting speech and the reported speech, see, in between there is only one comma, but but when we have to convert it into indirect speech, we need a conjunction to join the two parts, like the reporting speech and the reported speech. Always remember that in case of assertive sentence, the conjunction that we use to join the reporting speech and the reported speech is that. So in this sentence, the girl told me that. Now you see, I play chess. This sentence is in simple present tense. So according to that table, when the sentence is in simple present tense in direct speech, it gets converted to simple past tense. That is why she played chess. Now where does the she come from? See, I, like I said, that when we convert one sentence from direct speech to indirect speech, we have to change the pronoun also. Generally I gets changed to he or she. Okay, so now let's move to the second sentence. See, there is only one difference between the first and the second sentence. Here the reporting verb is says, means it is in simple present tense, not in simple past tense. That means that table will not apply here. The table will not apply means there will be no change in tense. We simply have to change the pronoun and all, the pronoun here. So that is why the answer will be, the girl tells me that she plays chess. I play chess, it is in first person singular number, I. So it's I play chess, simple present tense. In the indirect speech also, since we don't have to change the tense, it remains simple present tense. Okay, so now let's move to the third question. They said, we are tired. So it is said is there, so the table will apply. We are tired, it is in simple present tense. Simple present tense generally gets converted to simple past tense. So they said that they were tired. Now in the fourth sentence, you can see the man said to us, we are watering the plants now. So the reporting verb is said, the table will apply. The man said to gets converted to told. The man told us that, we gets converted to they. We are watering the plants now, it is in present continuous tense. Present continuous tense gets converted to past continuous tense. Watering the plants. Then in the second table, where it has been given that if in the direct speech now is there, in the indirect speech that has to be converted to then. That is why the man told us that they were watering the plants then. Now let's move to question number 5. Raju said to Priya, I have completed my homework. I have completed my homework. This sentence is in present perfect tense. So let us first see whether the table will apply or not. Said is there, it is in simple past tense, so the table will apply. So according to the table, present perfect tense gets converted to past perfect tense. So it will be Raju told Priya that he had completed his homework. In the next sentence, we can see the lady said, again it is in simple past tense, so the table will apply. I have been reading a book for an hour. So according to the table, present perfect continuous tense gets converted to past perfect continuous tense. So it will be the lady said that, I will be converted to she. She had been reading a book for an hour. Example number 7. The girl said to me, I played chess. Again it is said, means it is in simple past tense, so our table will apply. I played chess. This sentence is in simple past tense. So according to the table, simple past tense gets converted to past perfect tense. So our answer will be, the girl told me that she had played chess. Next, number 8. Now this is interesting. We'll see. The boy said to me, I was in the library. This sentence, I was in the library, is in simple past tense. Now when we convert this sentence to indirect speech, the boy told me that, simple, as we know that simple past tense gets converted to past perfect tense. So it will be, in place of was, it will be had been. Told me that he had been in the library. Now question number 9. They said we were discussing the matter. Said again simple past tense, so the table will apply. We were discussing the matter. This sentence is in past continuous tense. So past continuous tense according to the table gets converted to past perfect continuous tense. So now let us see. It will be said remains said, right? If it is said to, then only we have to write told. So they said that they had been discussing the matter. Now let's move to example number 10. The man said to his son, I shall go to the market now. Reporting verb is in simple past tense, so our table will apply. Now according to the table, shall gets converted to should, but here is an exception. You see, you can see the answer, that the man told his son that he would go to the market then. Now why have I used would in place of should? Remember, generally shall becomes should in case of interrogative sentences. So why I have used would? There are two reasons for this. Reason number 1, generally with he, I mean, see, I got converted to he. With he we use will, not shall, right? Similarly it would be would. And more importantly, there is a marked difference between he would go or he should and he should go. He would go is different thing, and he should go suggests that it is a compulsion. Okay, now let's move to example number 11. Rakesh said to Abdul. This is an easy one. I can solve this sum. So said to gets converted to told. Rakesh told Abdul that I gets converted to he. He could solve that sum. Can becomes could. Next, the last example of assertive sentence is that the girl said to her mother, I may be late today. Remember, may becomes might. The girl told her mother that she might be late that day. Now let's move to some worked out examples of imperative sentence. Now it is probably the easiest of all. See, when it is imperative sentence, I hope you remember what is an imperative sentence. What we have to do is that, depending on the sense of the imperative sentence, be it request, order or advice, the reporting verb changes in the indirect speech. Like in the first sentence, you see the receptionist said to us, please wait for a while. Please, it suggests request. So the reporting verb gets converted to requested. And why I said that it is probably the easiest of all, because you don't have to bother about tense. Once you know find the once you find the sense of the tense, the receptionist requested us. And one minor change from assertive sentence is that uh, in imperative sentence the conjunction that we use is to. Remember, in assertive sentence we used to use that, but in imperative sentence we use to. And after that you don't have to bother about change of tense, you just write the sentence as it is. So that your answer will be, the receptionist requested us to wait for a while. Okay, let's move to next question now. The man said to me, kindly open the door. Kindly, this word also suggests request, so it's the same. The man requested me to open the door. Next sentence, the master said to the servant, clean the room. A master will obviously order the servant, right? So the sense of the sentence indicates that it's an order. So it will be, the reporting verb will be ordered this time. The master ordered the servant to clean the room. Now in the last sentence, you can see the girl told her friend. The girl said to her friend, within double inverted comma you can see, take care of your health. So it is obviously an advice. So it will be, your answer will be, the girl advised her friend to take care of her health. Now let's work out some examples of interrogative sentence. Now before we move to direct speech and indirect speech and all those conversions, let me tell you that interrogative sentence means questions, right? And we can ask questions in two ways. One way of asking question is by using be verbs. I hope you remember what is a be verb, right? And another way of asking question is we can ask questions with the help of WH words or question words like who, what, where, when, etc. Now for both the categories there is a slightly separate rule. Now let's see first question number 1. The man said to me, who are you? See here the change of tense, the rule of change of tense will apply in interrogative sentence. So the man said to me, who are you? Since it is interrogative sentence, the reporting verb said to will be converted to asked. The man asked me. Now the conjunction here in since the question is asked with a WH word, the conjunction will be the same WH word which was used. So in this case it will be who. The man asked me who I was. See, who are you is in simple present tense, so it got converted to simple past tense. Now let's move to the second example. Here you see, the man said to me. Said to means said to me within double inverted comma, is your father at home? Here you see the question has been asked with the help of a be verb, is, right? And since the reporting verb is in simple past tense, the tense will change. But here the conjunction will be if or whether. If the question is asked with the help of a be verb, then the conjunction will be if or whether. So your answer will be, the man asked me if my father was at home. So the third question, my friend said to me, why are you laughing? My friend said to me, this part will be converted to my friend asked me. Now the conjunction will be the same, because same WH word with which the question is asked. My friend asked me why I was laughing. Fourth one, again the question is asked with a be verb, are you tired? So the conjunction will be either if or whether, whichever you feel like you can use. My father asked me if I was tired. So the conjunction that we use in interrogative sentence depends how the question is asked. If the question is asked with the help of a WH word, then the same WH word becomes the conjunction, and if the question is asked with the help of a be verb, then the conjunction will be if or whether. Now let us move to exclamatory sentences. While converting exclamatory sentences from direct speech to indirect speech, what we need to keep in mind is that if the reported speech contains words like alas or oh, then the reporting speech in the indirect speech will be exclaimed with sorrow or exclaimed with regret. And here the change of tense, the rule of change of tense applies. So since if you see here, see in question number 1, the man said, alas, my purse is lost. So since the word alas is there, we have to put the reporting verb in the indirect speech as the man exclaimed with sorrow, and the conjunction that we use in exclamatory sentence is that. And the sentence my purse is lost is in simple present tense, and according to the table that we have discussed earlier, when the sentence is in simple present tense in direct speech, it gets converted to simple past tense in the indirect speech. That's why your answer is the man exclaimed with sorrow that his purse was lost. Similarly, if you look at question number 2, here you see the word oh is there, and I forgot my keys. That's the reported speech. I forgot my keys. It is in simple past tense. So according to the table, the simple past tense gets converted to past perfect tense. That is why your answer will be the man exclaimed with sorrow that he had forgotten his keys. Now let's move to example number 3. The sentence reads as, the boys said, hurrah, we have won the match. See, the word hurrah indicates happiness. So our reporting speech will be, the boys exclaimed with joy. And the conjunction is, like I said, it is that. And this sentence, we have won the match, is in present perfect tense, and according to the table, present perfect tense gets converted to past perfect tense. So your answer will be, the boys exclaimed with joy that they had won the match. Now let's have a quick recap of the conjunctions we use while joining the reporting speech and the reported speech. If it is an assertive sentence, then the conjunction that we use is that. And if it is an imperative sentence, the conjunction we use is to. And if it is an interrogative sentence, and if the question is asked with the help of a be verb, then the conjunction will be if or whether. Or if the question is asked with the help of a WH word, then the same WH word will be the conjunction. And lastly, for exclamatory sentence, the conjunction that we use is that. I mean, it is quite similar to assertive sentence. The password of the PDF file containing the solved exercises of your book is 02042011. I repeat, 02042011. Thank you.